Intelligence War, The Secret Operation in Tehran, full English script. September 27th, 2026. A calm and silent morning. In a heavily fortified building located in the heart of Tehran's capital, top-level Iranian leaders were gathered for an important meeting. From the outside, everything seemed perfectly normal. The city was moving at its usual pace. But in reality, at that very moment, the world's most notorious intelligence agencies had their sights fixed on that building. They believed that Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was stationed right there. According to various international sources, U.S. intelligence first detected unusual high-level movement inside the building. This information, gathered through long-term surveillance, was quickly shared with Israel, sparking a joint secret operation that would gradually escalate into a full-scale conflict. For months, attempts had been made to infiltrate Iran's communication systems. Through satellite surveillance, hacking CCTV cameras, and analyzing various intelligence data, they tried to pinpoint the locations of top leaders step by step. The objective was not an immediate direct attack, but first to confirm exactly where the primary target was located. At that time, Iran believed its security perimeter was completely impenetrable. It was a natural assumption that the modern defense systems and air defense shields installed across the capital would keep their leaders safe. However, in this operation, the war began not with weapons, but with information. When the movements of every leader came under surveillance, even the most secure locations gradually became vulnerable. According to intelligence analysts, this was the most crucial phase of the entire operation, because an attack is never possible without confirming the target. Once it was confirmed that Iran's top leadership was present at a specific location, the decision was made to move to the next stage. The people of Tehran still knew nothing. The city moved in its normal rhythm, but behind the shadows, the war had already begun, and history was waiting for the moments to follow. War and global crises make our career futures uncertain. However, while all careers are at risk in these upcoming socio-economic crises, the content creation segment provides sufficient security. That is why, thinking about the future, we should take steps now to secure our path. In our journey with the hidden, we aim to uncover the truth and provide you with the most secured and verified information. To stay updated with our deep dive investigations, make sure to check our description and the first comment. Now, let's get back to the video. After the long chapter of secret surveillance ended, the operation entered its most critical phase. Initially, the goal was not to kill Khamenei directly, but to keep Iran's defense systems so occupied that they wouldn't have the chance to build resistance during the actual moment of the strike. According to various reports, the first plan before targeting top leaders was to temporarily weaken Tehran's airspace. Although Iran had long relied on its powerful air defense system, viewing the radars and defense perimeters installed around the capital as their primary shield. Therefore, instead of hitting the main target directly, a deceptive joint U.S.-Israeli attack began, forcing the defense forces into multiple simultaneous crises. Gradually, an unusual situation began to develop in the skies of Tehran. Reports of explosions in various places kept the security forces busy, and right at that opportunity, a massive aerial campaign commenced. Approximately 200 fighter jets from Israeli and American bases participated in the operation simultaneously, turning the entire event into a planned and destructive assault. Even then, many inside the city could not realize where the actual target was. The scale of the attack was gradually narrowing and advancing toward that secure complex of Khamenei, where all the top Iranian leaders were present with him. According to security plans, the leadership was supposed to be in the deepest and most secure shelter, but in reality, they were positioned in a relatively less deep underground facility. This one decision became a huge opportunity for the attackers. A vast amount of intelligence gathered over many days began to align at once. Analysts became certain that the target was present at that specific location. Immediately upon receiving that confirmed information, the operation entered its final phase. The heart of the capital was covered in smoke and dust, where just moments ago, top-level leaders were busy in a crucial meeting. It became clear in very short time that this was no ordinary attack, but a highly well-planned strike directed specifically at Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. In this strike, several important individuals from Iran's high-level military and security leadership were killed. That day, the people of Tehran realized that war is no longer limited to the borders. Although history has shown us repeatedly that while a leadership can be struck, breaking a nation's faith is not that easy. This event became a symbol of new tension, uncertainty, and the beginning of a future conflict. Because an attack may end in a few minutes, but its echoes live on in history for many years. Reporting for The Hidden.